Hi friends, Jake Man here from theyogaman.com, welcoming you to our short yoga video today, where we're really going to focus on doing a little yoga for the low back and the hips. As always, it is my pleasure to be here with you today, so thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here as well. A couple of things to mention as we're getting ready to go. Now, a lot of people have a lot of issues in the low back and the hips. This is absolutely one of the most common areas where we tend to hold on to our tension and stress. If you do a lot of work at a desk, it's easy for us to slouch, putting a lot of extra pressure on that area. So we're really aiming to open a little space in this area, relax and ease that tension, so that we can go back into the rest of the day feeling a little more relaxed, a little more refreshed, and even a little more focused. Just like our other videos, this is going to be short and sweet, maybe 5 to 10 minutes long. And the idea here is that you get a chance to do it whenever it's convenient for you. Ideally, you could do this during a break, maybe on your lunch hour, or if it fits into your schedule in the morning as you wake up, or at night before you go to bed. The option is yours, but I would encourage you to do a little bit every day, even if it's just 2 or 3 of your favorite poses. That way, if you do consistent practice, you're going to see results over a longer period of time. The other thing I'll mention as we're getting ready to go here is simply, you don't ever want to feel any pain whenever you do any style of yoga, movement, or anything else along those lines. So at any point, if you feel a little pain, that's a sign to back off from the pose, or even just stop altogether, move on to the next movement or pose, or maybe that's also a sign just to maybe take a little break just on this day, and then move on to the next day when you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in yourself. So we're going to be doing these ones seated, but because we're focusing on the low back and the hips, we're going to have to move things around a little bit. So with the magic of editing, we're going to move our desk, turn the chair around, and then we're going to get going. All right, so first thing we're going to do while we're here is just do a simple forward bend. Now, you're going to want to keep your feet on the floor for this one if you can. Knees are bent. Spine is relatively straight. We're going to make sure though that the neck, shoulders, low back, and all relax. We're going to follow our breath here as well. So inhale, we'll straighten up a little through that spine. Exhale, we'll start to reach the hands down the legs as we fold forward. Your hands can reach anywhere where it feels best for you. Feet, floor, or they can dangle. And we'll just settle here with the breath for a few moments. Inhale, take your time, be especially careful of the spine as we roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Now, just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you bend the knees in any type of forward bend that you do, you're going to protect and open the low back and the hips. That could be something as simple as reaching down into a filing cabinet at your desk or at work, to if you're doing your own yoga practice, standing forward bends, or if you end up laying on the mat or on the ground, hugging those knees in will always open up the low back and the sacrum. So, next thing we're going to do is try a twist in the chair. So, what we're going to do to begin is you're going to bring your hand to your opposite knee or leg. Inhale, we're going to reach the other hand behind the chair. We're going to do a gentle twist. If it feels okay for the neck, we'll also give a little love to the neck here briefly as well, and look up over the shoulder. Key here, keep the spine straight. Shoulders are as soft as you can get them. Beautiful. Just here again for a couple of moments. Now exhale, we will relax. We are going to do the twist in the opposite direction here. So again, hand is coming to the opposite leg. Reaching the other hand behind the back or the chair. Spine is straight, we'll twist, and gradually we'll breathe. Beautiful. And then gradually, when you're ready, exhale. We're coming back around. Now, this thing we'll do is a single knee to chest pose. Keeping in mind, as we keep going into the poses, the breath is your friend. You want to be deepening your breath, lengthening up the inhales and exhales. Remember, that is going to have a tangible physical benefit for you if we can relax the nervous system a bit more. That's going to let the muscles physically open up on a deeper level, helping to release that tension and that stress. We're going to do it one knee at a time here. So let's pick up our one leg. Hands, if they can reach, we'll wrap around the shin. You're just going to pull that knee in as close as it'll come in towards the chest. Exhale gradually, let's relax. We'll try it one more time the other way. So we're going to bring the opposite knee up. Hands again, if they can reach, we'll wrap around the shin. We'll pull that leg and knee in just as close as it'll come into the torso. Making sure again we're comfortable here, don't want to feel any pain. And then gradually exhale, let's relax. So we're going to do one more pose while I'm in this position here, something called a figure four. Now if there's one pose that you always want to keep in mind in terms of opening the hips, this is probably the one. But again, checking with the legs, knees, and hips, just make sure as we're going into it, it remains comfortable and relaxed for you. What you want to do is take one leg, pick it up, and drape it over the opposite thigh. Now we're going to help protect our knee while we're here, so the top foot, we're going to flex the toes up in front of us like so. We're going to straighten that spine a little, and then exhale, we're going to do our best to begin folding forward like so. So you should feel it through the hip, into the glutes, running along the leg through the piriformis here as well. Now inhale, we're going to roll ourselves up. Exhale, relax those feet. So we're going to bring them back down. So we'll do that one more time the opposite way. So let's pick up the opposite leg, drape the ankle over the thigh, flex the toes to the ceiling, spine is straight, and then exhale as you're ready, let those arms begin to relax as we fold forward. Gradually inhale, let's come back up. All right, so with the magic of editing, I'm facing back right to you for the last two poses we're gonna do. We're gonna try a quick seated side bend here. Now if we can do the seated side bend and go deep enough, you are gonna feel it into the side of the hips, but again, be cautious here. Don't force yourself to go too far, and once you reach the point where you feel that stretch and that pull, that's as far as you wanna go. So inhale, the left arm is gonna stay relaxed. We'll reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to do our best to begin side bending over to the left. Now, you don't have to go very far here if you don't want to, keeping that in mind as always. Breathing deeply. We're going to release through the entire side of the body and ideally, again, in towards the hip. Inhale, let's come on up. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time the opposite way. Inhale, left arm will reach. Exhale, we'll start side bending over to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, relax. So that's going to do it for our short video here, focusing on the low back and the hips. Now, keep in mind, you can do these videos as many times as you like. Also remember, there are more videos focusing on the wrists, hands, shoulders, and neck, so if you want to check those out, feel free. I'd like to take this opportunity to once again thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here with me. It is my absolute pleasure. And until the next time that we can speak, namaste.